Hello and thank you for joining me today on The Political Conversationalist. My name is Ben Phipps and we are concluding our series of videos on political philosophical concepts. Now to start with, this is going to be my most opinionated video ever. I'm not going to have any sources in the description. This is going to be straight from my mind, what I believe. If you don't enjoy that type of content, I apologize, and there will be more content upcoming. I love to talk politics, and with a select few people I will talk religion and philosophy. But my forte is really politics. It's what I study most. And I don't mean that I like to argue over whether or not Donald Trump is a good president or Obama is a good president or whether Democrats or Republicans are better. I like to argue about the big ideas. Gun control, abortion, Planned Parenthood, religious freedoms, things like that. Free speech, the free press. The First Amendment, the Second Amendment, healthcare. Mainly because I want to be in politics. I don't know if I've broken that news to you before or not. But I find it very interesting to see what people who don't typically study or take much interest in politics, to see what they believe about political issues. But I love to debate. Maybe it's because I'm so competitive, I don't know. But although I love politics and debate, it's very easy for me to see why so many people will shy away from political discussions. Because people are very unnecessarily mean. Through social media, I've been called a troll, a snowflake, an idiot, a piece of excrement, a racist, and disgusting for peacefully and thoughtfully sharing my views. But why? Well, firstly, I never try to attack people. I try to dismantle their ideology and then show them mine. People hate that. Experience has taught me that adults hate admitting two things. I don't know, and I was wrong. So many people, rather than admitting defeat or admitting ignorance, would rather become more and more hostile until their opponent just gives up. And this is especially common among those on the far right and the far left. You know, the people that just shout the slogans they shout, "Make America Great Again," or "Guns don't kill people, people kill people," or, you know, "Trump's a racist," or "Trump's a xenophobe." The people that just shout the slogans over and over again. They're the most hostile people to try to debate politics with. And it's not because they're bad people, really. Not really. But it's because they fervently believe something and have no idea why they believe it. They have no foundation for it. So when you question them, well, why do you think Trump's a racist? And they can't find a reason to think that Trump's a racist. They attack you because their mind has generated an error 404, which in computer speak is file not found. Now the same is true for people of various religions. In politics, people make their worldview or how they think of the government on what their grandma said or what their friend said or my family's always been Democrats or whatever. And in religion, it's even worse because they bank their eternal soul on what one person told them without ever looking into the topic. And so when you debate these people and show them a logical fallacy in the way they think, they have two options. They can admit that for the past however many years they have been extremely wrong. Or they can you know, just get more and more mean until you give up and they can attack you and discredit you, and then they don't have to worry about what you actually said. Now, how do you avoid fighting over politics if you still want to debate? Because I do, and I still want to debate. Firstly, some etiquette. Argue over ideas and issues, not who is smarter or who is more qualified to talk about the topic. Stay focused on the issue, which means no name callings or insults, implied or explicit. And I believe the most important point is to realize that you may actually be wrong. No one's infallible. We're all humans and we all make errors. And we can all make errors in judgment. Being wrong doesn't make you stupid. In fact, learning that you're wrong and learning something new because of it actually makes you extremely smarter. Most importantly, if you come across one of these people who are just extremely hostile because they're experiencing an error 404 and they think something and believe it fervently and they have no idea why, walk away. Now that's the hardest thing for me to do, is to walk away from these people, because I want to feel, because I'm competitive, I want to feel like I won. And there are people out there who believe what they're going to believe, and they're very wrong, and they don't care that they're wrong, but they're never going to change what they believe because they believe it. And because it would be too difficult for them to mentally make that change and say, well, maybe I was wrong. It'd be too difficult for them to introspect at that level. And that's why people argue over politics. So I encourage all of you to not be these people. And the best way to do that is to think of a topic you are very, very vehemently on one side or the other of. For instance, for me, it would be abortion. And to look at all the arguments online, because the internet is a vast source of information. Look at all the arguments online of why you're wrong. And test what you believe against what other people believe. Now, I found that I still believe that I'm right. My original assumption that abortion is wrong is correct. But there are other things I've looked into that have shown me I'm wrong. And I have to be an adult and admit that, well, I thought of that the wrong way. My logic was not 100% sound. And that's what we all need to do. If you believe something so fervently that you're basing your entire view of the government or you're basing your eternal soul on it, I would hope you would take the time at least to mentally look into that issue and to think it through. Thanks for watching.